I will share with you the necessary components to nail any of your goals. So let's start with a little personal story. Last weekend I went on a hike with a friend, and the goal that we set was very ambitious, taking into consideration the preparation we got. We wanted to hike 37 kilometers in under 6 hours with more than 2,000 meters of elevation gained and lost, and the plan was to hike up and down 4 mountains and come back to the car. So we were very hyped up and ready for the challenge. We had a clear goal in mind, and when the day came, we knew that the temperature was going to be lower than 0 degrees Celsius. But ironically, without even planning it, we both put on a pair of shirts, a shirt and a hoodie. We had gloves and hats and nice running shoes. We thought that we were more than prepared, ironically. It all went fine and we had a lot of fun, but when we reached the last interval of the first mountain of the 4 we had to climb up and down, being at its bottom, the panic literally absorbed us. It was freezing cold. I believe it was less than -5 degrees Celsius, and the wind was blowing very strongly, so the sensation easily got to at least -15 degrees Celsius. And there we were, 2 big guys in shirts. We decided to turn our backs around and begin to descend. We knew that in our current state it was impossible for us to go up that mountain without putting our lives at high risk. So basically we gave up on the attempt of hiking up the mountain, and we descended all the way back to the car and headed home. But now we know many things we didn't know before. These important insights were that we had to bring more food with us, that we had to bring more and better quality layers of clothes, and that we had to assess the situation with objectivity from the beginning. We did turn around and face ourselves in the other direction of the mountain, but we haven't given up yet. The plan now is to go for it again and conquer the mountain in a way that we thought we weren't capable of. Yeah, Eric, nice story, but how does it relate to the topic of the video? Indeed, my friend, this was the topic. But let me explain it to you in a way you can apply it to your own personal goals and struggles. I will share with you 7 components which are the ones you need to complete to achieve any goals, and you can see if those relate to my story or not, to which part of the story they relate to. And these would be the 7 components you need to achieve any goal you set for yourself. The first one, have a goal. If you don't have a goal, you will not achieve it. That's basically easy to understand. 2, discipline and willpower. Overcome the little struggles and don't fall prey to instant gratification. Basically, the long-term gratification is our objective here. We want to avoid anything that gives us pleasure in this moment right now, such as food, drugs, socializing, videos, scrolling on social media, partying, smoking, and whatever you may think of. So we want to basically avoid all of this, avoid instant gratification, the things that give pleasure to us instantly, and focus on the things that give us pleasure on the long term. We have to become addicted to the ones that give us pleasure on the long term. 3, food and diet. You want to optimize your energy levels to be at your height all the time. And this includes, well, I actually meant not food and diet, but food and exercise. You want to rest good, eat good, train good, and be at your peak all the time, so that your body stays tuned and with high energy levels all the time for any task you have in front of you. 4, mindfulness and presence. You need to be conscious of what is surrounding yourself, your reality, and make correct assessments of it and decisions according to it. And to ease the mind, you can meditate, breathe, go for a walk, relax. Like any of those practical practices you know of, these are important to ease off your mind and be mindful and in a present state. Then the 6th point is the most important one, is to sacrifice and go all in towards your goal. So you want to sacrifice anything that doesn't relate to your goal and then go all in with all your effort towards your goal. And by sacrificing, like, this may sound extreme to you, but this is what it takes. Like, the most successful people are the ones that sacrifice most. I know of many successful people that I learned from who don't have friends basically because they sacrifice friends for their goals. They don't like eat anything with flavor so that their senses stay at the top at all times so that they can perceive things in a more clear way. They don't indulge in any instant gratification, and like they're very extreme basically. And if you don't sacrifice distractions for your goal, then it becomes like all the other way around. The goal becomes the sacrifice for your distractions. So you have to prioritize which one is more important to you, your goal or the distractions. And the last point, the seventh, it would be feedback and adjustment in action. So it's very easy, this one. Like you basically take actions, receive feedback of how you are doing, the results you're achieving, and then make adjustments to improve the actions you're taking. And that would be all. And here, success is the same as, like success here means making progress towards a goal. And ultimate success would be achieving the goal. So those would be the 7 components you need to have in order to achieve any goal in your life. Stay tuned, baby.